Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Lodi here, back with another Persona 5X video. Now, in today's video, as always, y'all see the title, y'all see the shoes, y'all see the money. So, version 1.2 is literally coming out today on Taiwan and KR. So, your boy needs to get this video out. It's currently 12 in the morning, so we're probably going to be talking a little bit fast so I can get this video edited and posted before I sleep. However, as always, if you like the content, please make sure to like and subscribe and come join the Discord down below. We host giveaways and it's honestly just a banger community. That being said, let's get into the video. We know what you're here for. So, this guy is playing Rocket League. Anyways. Version 1.2 is literally coming out in less... No, I'm not going to say less. No, less than 24 hours. I am actually correct. I think it's like 22 hours, assuming it's the exact same time that they did last time. 22 or 21 hours. Regardless of that. So, we have quite a bit of new content to go over for 1.2. We have Minami banner, which is going to be the new 5-star Bless Healer. And then we also have the new game mode, which is like a simulated universe, which we're going to be going over. Also, once we're done talking with Minami, I'll have gameplay of the new mode running in the background. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about Minami's kit. Alrighty. So for skill 1, it is called Suzuran Revelation. I'm just going to be referring to her as Minami because I think it's easier than Marian, but regardless, I'm referring to the new healer. So, Minami deals bless damage to one enemy, then gives all allies 1 stack of blessing effect and gains 1 stack of nectar. Characters with 1 stack of blessing effect can recover 1% of their max HP at the end of each turn. So basically a revitalize, I guess? Healing blessing. Minami heals 2 allies and cleanses 2 elements for them, basically a wider AoE of Mona's heal. The healed allies also gain 1 stack of blessing effect. Additionally, Minami gains 1 stack of nectar. Spring's Gift. Consuming all nectar, Minami first heals the target ally, then applies a stronger healing effect to the ally with the lowest percentage HP in the team. The more nectar that is consumed, the greater the amount restored for the second healing, aka the Revitalize. Additionally, other teammates will receive a max HP increase lasting 2 turns based on the number of nectar consumed. So, basically, it's going to be a stronger, I think in my opinion, it's like a cattle plus a soy skill. So like soy's max HP increase, but cattle's like AoE heal, where it heals the main target more. That's basically what I'm getting for this. However, it's obviously 10 times better. I don't know about the max HP increase that she gives compared to soy, since obviously you need to build nectar stacks to get that HP increase. However, it might be worth it, honestly. Who knows? I haven't actually genuinely gotten to play her. Minami will restore a large amount of HP to all allies, increase the max HP of the skill's main target. The main target will also receive additional HP regen after taking action, lasting for 1 turn. So her highlight is honestly what we expected, just a big heal, and the main target gets revitalized. Cool. Now for her passives, we obviously have Bless. Allies that receive healing gain a damage boost based on their own blessing effect stacks. The value increased is 5% plus 1% times blessing effect. Now, Kindness. Upon entering battle, increase the max HP of all Phantom Thieves by 10% of Minami's max HP up to 500 max. So, this is honestly kind of meh, because, right, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm reading this incorrectly, and we'll know by tomorrow if I read this incorrectly, and if so, future people, I'm sorry about this. I'm pretty sure that it is a 500 flat increase. I don't think it's a 500%, obviously. So I think you're only going to get a 500 flat max HP increase, which I don't really think is anything crazy, honestly, especially since most people are around like player level 50, 60, even some, like if you're spending money, you're pushing like 70. Honestly, it's nothing crazy. Like 500 low-key is not helping you out. Had that been a bit more, I could see it being worthwhile. But once again, this is just assuming it's flat. I haven't actually gotten to play as Minami since I lost the China 50-50. So everything is just me rating. All right, now we're going to go into awareness. So awareness 0, which is basically just her C0 passive. Upon entering battle, gain 1 stack of nectar. At the beginning of turn, if any Phantom Thief is below 70% HP, there's a 100% fixed chance to gain 1 stack of nectar. Maximum of 2 stacks of nectar. Okay. So you have the 100% chance to gain 1 stack. Okay. I think what it means here is you can proc this stack twice, but not like there's an RNG factor to where it's like, okay, so you get that 100% first stack and then it's like a 50-50 on that second stack. So I think it's just that 2 stacks max. Nectar. Each stack provides Minami 15% increased max HP, and all stacks of nectar can be consumed to enhance the effect of Spring's gift, which is the one where she consumes all of her nectar. Okay, yeah. So nectar, Loki's busted. That also means Minami Loki, what she's gonna have like probably on average 12 to 13k HP if built correctly, which is absolutely fucking absurd. Like absurd. Like Jesus, that's crazy. Because even when you guys get to like playtest her in the little character demo, I think she has like 9,000 HP. It's crazy. She has so much HP. All right, A1. When overhealing when restoring HP, grant the Phantom Thief 20% penetration. Lasts for 2 turns, which is great because now that actually means overhealing is contributing to something other than just it's sitting there. But once again, it is a con dupe. So, not all free-to-plays. In fact, I really doubt any free-to-plays are going to go that far in on this banner. So, anything from here on out is honestly just pay-to-win. Our whale territory. A2. Healing, Blessing, and combat skills is obviously increased by 3. Increase the maximum level to 15. Okay, what is it when it comes to Persona? 2 and 4. Okay, so I always skip over 2 and 4. A3. Healing Blessing additionally heals 1 ally, and if the Phantom Thief's HP is below 50%, the healing effect of this skill is increased by 20. So basically, once again, buffed healing. Pretty typical though, it's a healer, dude. A5. Highlight Effect Enhancement. The duration of the HP regeneration and the increase in max HP from Highlight are extended by 1 turn. So how long is it right now? Basically, this turns into 2, which actually does matter quite a bit. Now, the big hit. A6. When an ally dies, immediately revive them and restore their HP by 40% of Minami's max HP, plus 1200, trigger once per battle. You do not need to highlight, it is an auto revive. Now, it is costly because honestly, which free-to-play is getting A6 anytime soon? Like, honestly, you have to get so lucky on this banner to get A6 in like maybe 2 rotations. Now, when she goes to standard banner in 1.3, I can see people having A6 somewhere down the line, but by then she's probably obsolete, right? So it is well territory once again. But however, it is nice to know that it is there for the spenders that want to spend. I personally will not be spending. I'm going to try and get her. I'm going to try and get out, but it is a pretty busted revive, and you can tell that this definitely does contribute more to Wells. However, there are still some issues with her, which I'll go over after her weapon. So, Reform 0. Max HP increased by 30%. Nectar additionally increases Minami's healing effect by 10%. When consuming Nectar, increase all allies' damage by 25%, lasts for 1 turn. So basically, if you want her to actually be contributing something outside of just the basic bless stacks and healing, you have to go for her 5-star weapon, which I'm not going to go ahead and say, oh, that's a deal breaker, right? Because honestly, in this game, 5-star weapons aren't that hard to get, right? You can actually get a suitcase, which will have the rated up 5 stars weapon in it. So basically, if you've been saving your little rainbow cubes from like pulling and you haven't spent them on anything, most people by now are probably around 300, maybe 400 if you've been pulling a lot on like Joker or Yui. If you've been saving those, you probably have a 5-star suitcase. And if that's the case, you can just get it for free, which is probably going to be my plan because I don't plan to spend on weapon banner for Minami. However, I do not have her Reform 6. So once I'm done recording this video, I'll probably like edit like right now it in for you guys. Okay, so for R6, it increases maximum health by 57%, and Nectar additionally increases self-healing effectiveness by 19. When consuming Nectar, increase damage of all friendly thieves by 49% for 1 round. So, max dupe is actually a pretty significant damage increase. However, it's max dupe, what can I say? But, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the new simulated universe. Alright, so for Simulated Universe, it's going to go something quite along the lines of this. Have you played Star Rail? If so, you don't really need an explanation. If you haven't, don't worry, your boy Lotus got you. So, basically, Simulated Universe, or in quotes, SU, is basically what we're going to be abbreviating it as, because I don't know the actual name, so, yeah. But, so, the SU for P5X is basically something along the lines of this. It is a cognitive area that you basically have to go through. Now, that was a horrible explanation, but I'm deadass. That's literally what this is. So, basically, it's just a shit ton of cognitive areas, which you will progress through on your own accord. So, for example, you can go through like the top lane, and that will progress to like 3 different additional choices you could do, or you could stay on the bot lane and do another battle. So there are 2 scenarios that you can run into while running through Simulated Universe. The first one is a, in quote, occurrence, and basically what that is it's a little RNG challenge or little thing that you can do. So basically, you'll talk to something and it will be like, hey, for maybe 50 of your coins or simulated coins, would you like this 40% chance at obtaining a buff? Or if you lose that 40%, you lose all your coins. So something along the lines of that. Pretty simple. Those are just your occurrence domains. It's going to be piss easy. You know, you pick whatever challenge, you pick your choice to said challenge, and then you just go on with your day. And that is basically that. Another one that I've also forgot to mention, so my bad, there's 3, is the, in quote, curio. I'm going to be using a lot of Star Rail terms here because I don't know what we refer to them as in P5X just yet. So, curio are these little items that give you said buffs. And basically, they work different than your buff cards or your tarot cards that you'll obtain from beating an enemy, which I'll go into that in a quick second. But curio cards are their own individual buffs, which will give you something along the lines of, let's say that I've obtained this sword, and this sword is like a 60% damage increase at the loss of 20% HP per battle. So it'd be something along the lines of that. Or this curio doubles the amount of simulated coins that you get per battle, etc. Or you can get more buff cards at the end of defeating an enemy. So simple stuff like that. There's obviously negative ones that will hinder your experience more, but we're not going to go too deep into each curio. If you guys want a video where I go over every single curio translated and what it does, please make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. I need feedback. Now, we have our third domain, which is the most common, and that is a battle domain. And basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take down an enemy, just a simple fight, you know, 3, 4, maybe 5 enemies. I've only ran into like 5 enemies every once in a while. And basically it's just going to be a simple battle. You know, sometimes there are little stipulations that are about like, oh, follow-up attack is increased here, or this unit blocks all of one element. Just super simple things like that. And basically, once you defeat a enemy, you will obtain a tarot card, and these tarot cards all have their own individual buffs, which the more tarot card of said, the more cards of said tarot that you collect, you will get a bigger buff from said card. And now, another domain. I keep saying like, I said 2, huh? Yeah, I lied. There's probably like 4. My bad. The 4th one is a upgrade domain, and basically it's like when you get to like halfway or so in the SU, and you will basically have this part where you can upgrade any tarot card or curio that you want for some of your simulated coins. Now, it is pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to spend some of your currency to basically buff the effect of said card and or curio. And so it's nothing too crazy. And then on top of that, you will also be able to buy new curios and tarot cards from here. So that is always lovely, because you will find out that things get incredibly hard very quickly. And honestly, I find that to be really fun, because we need more challenging content in this game, in my opinion, especially for like people that are hitting higher levels right now. It does feel like there becomes a bit of a drop off, especially if you're whaling, but this simulated honestly is a really good way to combat that. It does feel pretty challenging, and honestly there's a lot of things they could do. Like they could add event timed like challenges for simulated, and there's just a lot of potential there that they could do, which I'm really excited to see what they do with in the future. Now, the final one is going to be your boss domain, and basically this is going to be the big bad enemy that you will have to defeat to clear said simulated universe. Now, it is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, this is the big bad, so you will basically spend your time through simulated universe buffing yourself with tarot cards and curios that you want, and then at the end of it, you're just going to try and defeat this boss with all the said buffs that you have obtained. And so, basically, that's literally all it is. And something as simple as that honestly gives this game so much more content to do, because not only is this not stamina restricted as far as I'm aware, it's just a shit ton of new content that honestly will take people a little bit to clear. And honestly, something they could do with simulated is kind of how Star Rail handles their simulated, where they have like their planners and their ropes. You know, P5X could potentially do like when you get to like the higher up domains, like Arcana card farming, because I'm pretty sure currently the only way to obtain Arcana cards, which are like your 5th artifact, is from guild challenges. And not everybody is doing guild challenges, which you should be. You should be. If you haven't done your guild challenges, go do them right now. It doesn't matter if you put up like a horrible score, you still want to receive the rewards. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. And throughout the simulated universe, you start at the beginning and then it branches off into 3 different routes. So you'll be like, you'll clear a first part of the simulated, and then you'll have like a level 2 to that simulated, right? Which you will then clear. And it's basically a chain. So like you start at first, and then you'll move up to second with keeping all your buffs and shit. And then you'll finally fight the boss after clearing the first and second area of the simu. So basically, that's literally all it is. It's such a simple mechanic. And on top of that, every time you discover something new, you will be receiving gems for it. So pretty free to play, honestly. The rewards are really good. And once again, it's just challenging content. And I feel like that's what we really need right now, because the fact that this game gets an update every 2 weeks means that even though, sure, we're getting a character update every 2 weeks and maybe like a week-long event, there's still that like period of, oh, there's no new content in this game. And this hopefully will solve that, because this is something they can always add on to, like maybe every other update. So I'm really excited to see where they go with this. But with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I will probably be doing a live stream on Taiwan and KR later today, so make sure to look forward to that. And if this video helped you, please make sure to like and subscribe. As always, it's greatly appreciated, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, everyone.